Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the S.R.O.C GT3 Sprint Series. This will be round 2, held at Belle in Detroit, here on iRacing's service. We are awaiting the drivers grid up with Marwan Turham in first place and Kenzie Newhoff in second. He will appear on your left side screen in a moment. There he is. Third place is for Daryl Atkins, while fourth is for Navius in his black Haribo Mercedes. We are less than 15 seconds away to the start. We wait the green lights to start off round 2. And here we go. It's a very good start by the two leaders, and Navius has a little hiccup there at the start. Well, Atkins is almost taking P2, doesn't succeed. Will tuck behind Navius, behind Newhoff there. While Navius is having a good run off turn 2 there. On the outside going into turn 3, we don't see any incidents here at Belle, unlike in Monza, where we had a lot of trouble at the start. But the drivers are off in a safe fashion. Here we see Roddy and Taylor next to each other, going at it for P11, and it's going to be a long race today. It's again 20 laps. It'll be 2 races, of course, with the second race having an inverted starting grid. Excuse me. Well, Alex Mas, the rating champion, is trying to overtake Tiglar on your screen here. The number 1 Audi, Alex Mas, the young Spanish driver who won the S.R.O.C GT3 Sprint Series in Season 1. There we see a nice pass made by Alex Mas, the young Spanish driver. Had difficult qualifying. He does need to make up a little bit more time now. The leaders, Navius scrapes the wall there, coming out of the turn. And it's a nice view we're having here. All drivers following each other. It's going to be hard to overtake here on Belle. The walls are everywhere. Track's narrow, and there aren't a lot of corners that allow you to overtake. While Peters has made a false start, and he is reporting in his pit stall to make a stop and go penalty. And we are following Steam Ledger with an excellent start as well. Here we see Mickey Decker just right behind him. Steam Ledger, who had a very difficult start of the season at Monza, didn't score any points, was involved in a lot of crashes, not all due to his fault, but didn't manage to get around. While we see Frangair with a grid penalty collected on Monza. Had to start at the back of the grid. It's making his way up. Well, we follow Navius, who has passed Atkins for P3, and Andy Wong isn't far behind his new Ferrari D5. And Atkins is putting the pressure on Navius. He wants his podium place back. And here we are going to see what will look like a battle between the Audis, between Decker and Mas. These two know each other from last season, where Mas frequently had the upper hand. Let's see how it will end today. Well, Geyer does seem a little bit quicker than Solima and Attila in front of him. And Solima on his turn putting the pressure on Attila as well. So let's see who's going to have the advantage here coming up the straight. Maybe we'll see some moves at the end of the long straight going into turn 3. We have concluded 2 laps here at Belle, and we are looking at Frank Geyer, Solima and Attila fighting it out for P11. We see him go. We see Anala in the back, driving his Ford, the only Ford driver in the field. And let's see what these 3 drivers can do. Daniel Taylor isn't running away with it. Very few tenths in front of Tiglar. Well, Tiglar hits the wall there, scrapes it. Does need a little bit more place there, and needs to make a little room there. But Solima isn't able to pass him on the inside. Maybe can try to sneak up on him using the draft here. I have a right bend here at the end of the straight. Oh, and front gear with an excellent move there, hitting the curb there, bouncing off of it, taking P12, yeah, P12 from Sunny my way. Very good move there by front gear. Very good move there, very nice. Saw the opportunity there, seized it. Well, we look at Danish Tegelaar in this BMW. 9th place, very good. Had an excellent score back at Monza. Managed to dodge all crashes there and worked his way up to P3 at some point even. And here we see Joni Anala in his Ford, doing his third lap. And I see a little smoke there. Oh, it's Solima, yes. Joni Anala is getting past Solima. Solima, who made a mistake there in the little left-hander there. Being called turn 2. And he has to make up for last time now. Well, we are back with Frank Geyer and Ad Tegelaar. And the battle of the Audis. There's a lot of battles going on here on track. It's only going to be difficult to really overtake someone. Getting to a car is easy, relatively speaking. Going around them is another task. Very challenging here to pass someone. You see, the Atkins following Sebastian Neefjes. Let's see if he can get around him. Neefjes has shown to have excellent pace, race pace I should say. And Atkins is fighting for the general standings here. He's first in the general standings. Thuram is a new addition to the field. Has started here in Belle. Let's see what he can do. He's going to find so far 2 seconds ahead of Nuaf. And here we see Atkins sneaking up on the inside of Neefjes. Let's see if he tries a late braking maneuver. Doesn't. Tucks in behind Neefjes. And Nicky Decker on the inside of Alex Mas with a nice move there in turn 3. Very good. Very good move made by Nicky Decker. Let's see if he can stay in front of Alex Mas. Well, we switch back and forth between the battles. Atkins again. These two Audis in the background. Atkins being very patient. I do get the sensation that he's a little bit quicker than Neefjes, but he's waiting. Oh, that's Alex Mas having a little bit of a push there coming out of that corner. Let's see if Nicky Decker can rejoin and make an overtake. Well, Atkins and Neefjes are coming up straight here, going into the woods, so we call it, between the trees, coming up start finish. And lap 5, here we come. Starting lap 6, let's see if Atkins can try anything here on the straight. Does seem to have a little bit more momentum than Neefjes. See him try to tuck in there, exploit the draft, but is still too far behind Neefjes to try anything here in turn 3. Turn 3 is one of the few spots here at Belle where overtaking is a real possibility. We've seen Frank Geyer doing it in turn 6, I believe. It's risky, but it can be done. The wall's closed there on the exit of the corner at the end of this straight right here. And there, that's what I was talking about. Neefjes just scraped it again. Will lose his momentum going here in the slow part of the track. And Atkins takes advantage of it. Heads back to P3 again. And anyone has also joined these two. And if he is having a little bit of trouble in this phase of the race, scrapes it again. And here we see all drivers pass. It's a nice shot here being made. Decker seems to have lost a little bit of time in regards to Maas. Well, Anola is under attack by Vince Peters. Vince Peters with his false start, his jump start I should say. Well, back to the grid, it's now P13. Right behind Anola's Ford. And Anola is letting it pass here quite easily, maybe a little bit too easy, but Vince has moved up to P12. Now Vince is also shown in the last two races and this race right here to have an excellent pace. It's unfortunate for him he had his jump start penalty, of course. He's lost more than half a minute in comparison to the leader. Anyone trying to get closer to make this. Ferrari don't really be able to exploit its top speed here. So it's to hit full throttle. But he seems to be managing alright. P5 for anyone. The most important thing is to just get a lot of points, move up the standings. Well, Alex Mas has worked his way back to Steam Ledger. Here they come, over start finish, including their 7th lap of the race, moving into lap 8. And Alex Mas seems to be a little bit quicker in that Audi there. Has already tucked in behind him. Ledger might try to defend the inside, but is going to try to get a good entry on that on turn 3, excuse me. Alex Mas is very late there, and Ledger seems to try to fend them off, but won't make it here because there's another right-hander right here. Very good master, very good move by Mas. Also, Ledger to the outside with a clean overtake there. And let's see if Decker in the background can pick up the pace and get back to Alex Mas. Alex Mas also decided to skip Monza, the first race of the season, the first 2 races of the season I should say, and is back here at Belle to try to defend his title this season. Oh, and a little mistake there made by the reigning champion. Ledger is again back behind his spoiler, and Nicky Decker has taken advantage as well. This duo has become a little threesome here, going up the straight. Trees into the park, and here we come. And Ledger moving his car to the inside is having a little bit of the touched a little bit there. Oh, and Alex Mas seems to get been hit by Ledger, hits the wall there, loses 2 places. It's not very correct there, but he survived. And Alex Mas is now behind Nicky Decker as well as Team Ledger. And let's see if he can recover from that hit in the wall. Well, Decker is in a groove right now. Quicker than Ledger at the moment. And this is how close they are. It's barely 3 tenths. Here you can see the Audi pushing. Oh, does have a better exit there. Ledger is very capable of defending his exit. Well, we see the 2 Audis getting in a fight there, and Alex Mas has moved past Nicky Decker again. He's unleashed right now. He wants his position back that he lost earlier this lap. And it's Alex Mas again, or still I should say, behind Ledger now. Ledger defending that inside line a little bit, just banking off slowly off that inside wall. And it's a freeway battle again for P6. It's going to be very interesting to see who will have the upper hand here. We're almost at the halfway point of the race. We're in lap 10 here. And Alex Mas diving on the inside, going into turn 5. And that's a very good move there. Ledger again hitting the wall a little bit there. Will lose some of his momentum. And Alex Mas seems to get past him there. Let's see if they will make it feel wider. It's going to be very dangerous there. Alex Mas on the inside of Steen Ledger. Nicky Decker also sneaking around by bouncing off the curb just like I did earlier in the race. And that's 2 places lost by Steen Ledger. It's a very daring move by Nicky Decker on Ledger's inside. It did work out for him. And Tigelaar has recovered some time as well with the battles in front of him going on. Because they have lost some significant time by battling for position. And Tigelaar, who is basically time trialing behind them, has gained some time on him. Which is absolutely logical, of course. And we see Ledger can't really keep up with this 2B in front of him. But that's the beauty of Belle. It's a fun track to drive on. It is challenging. A little mistake can cost you an entire race. Overtaking is very hard, but because overtaking is that hard, you can keep drivers who are quicker than you behind you relatively easier than you would on a real racetrack. Because remember, Belle is a temporary street circuit basically. Going around. Oh, and we see Kenzie Nuoff. Kenzie Nuoff with his car upside down. That is probably going to be a very bad result there for him. It's very weird to see him upside down in his car right there, wondering what has happened to him. And that is probably going to be a 0 points for the leader in the standings, so that might shake up the standings a lot after race 1 here. With gotten 66 points in the 2nd place, but this might be a bit trouble here because you do have to finish the race to get your points, and you have to finish 50% of that race as well. So if he doesn't manage to get his repairs in on time, he won't score any points and he will lose a significant amount of points regarding to Atkins. And he will allow Thuram and Maas to get back into it even after missing 1 round. While we look here at Neefjes being followed by Maas and Decker. And also Alex Mas, who has received a little bit of a hit from Ledger. Has regained his place. Seems in a groove as well as Decker now. These guys have found the rhythm. We're in lap 12. Are following the next 3. See who will make it to P4. And Neefjes diving into the inside there. He is letting Alex Mas pass there. Does have some significant damage on his hood, so that's probably why he isn't dueling the guys. Doesn't think he'll be able to maintain his car probably. Also, the Decker is being passed. While we look at the drivers in the rear pit stalls. So Neefjes has given up 2 positions, very interesting. Oh, and Andy Wong has hit a wall as well. Andy Wong has hit a wall as well out of turn 2, entering the long straight leading to turn 3. So we have another driver who is having troubles here at Belle, and like I said, it's a little mistake that can ruin your whole race. And Andy Wong, who was looking like he was going to recover a nice amount of points regarding to Kenzie Nuoff, won't. With this result, so let's hope he can make it back onto the track as well as Nuoff. just pushing it there, hitting those curves, and his Mercedes has changed livery, but that's all allowed. And we're back with Anala going into turn 3. Oh, and a little slip up there, a little bit of oversteer. And we see has hit the track again. He's only finished 3 laps, so he's got to finish 7 more. And finish, of course, to collect some points. Taylor is doing very good as well, P8 at the moment. Looking to survive the walls of Belle. Run in first place. He's doing very well there, 10 seconds in front of Atkins, so he don't have any threat causing him any trouble. And here is another newcomer. It's Protega, relatively new to iRacing as well, has been welcomed into the GT3 Sprint Series. Well, we're on board, but to run in his floor. Looking very sharp with his lines. Does seem to be in perfect control of his car, so it's safe to say we might have another contender towards the end of the season probably. We will have a serious challenger to the manufacturer standings as well. Well, Nicky Decker is trying to put up a fight for P3 with Maas right in front of him. Decker seems to have improved over last season, whereas Alex Maas was the dominant driver. Nobody but Matthias de Haan back then could keep track of him. And Decker seems to have found a very decent pace here in his Audi this time. Let's see if he can keep off the walls. He looks like he's on a roll at the moment. Mas grazing the grass there in turn 1 and 2. He does seem to feel the pressure just a little bit. Even though if Decker losing a little bit of time. But Mas's car is damaged due to that hit earlier in the race. So Decker needs to put the pressure on, needs to pick up the pace, needs to push it as far as he can, because he might even force Mas into an error like so many drivers have today. We've had a very clean start there, but since then there have been guys who have made some mistake sooner or later at some point. And while we look at these two, we get a report in that Nuaf has crashed because of a technical problem to his steering wheel. That's very unfortunate. It's a very sad way to go. Let's hope he can get his wheel fixed for race 2. He will have an advantage because he will be relatively front on the grid due to his bad finish here. But knowing Nuaf, he had preferred probably to score big points here instead of having good starting position in race 2. And while these two are following each other around, Belle is even at 13 seconds in front of Darrell Atkins. So he's going to be alright. He's going to score those 75 points with the win. If he doesn't damage his car at some point. So if he doesn't, some very nice images here from Decker's car following Alex Mas. Time's running short for Decker, who has 2 laps remaining to try something here. We're in the penultimate lap. And Ledger will be pleased with the 6th place finish after all his misfortune. Oh, and while I say that Nafius makes a mistake going into turn 4, has to concede a place to Ledger, who is even going into the top 5 with this. Let's see if Tigelaar can exploit that mistake made by Nafius in the closing phase of the race. Oh, it's very unfortunate there by Nafius. Probably lost a little bit of focus there and just hit the wall without really any explanation there. We have seen him scrape some walls earlier in the race, but that just looked like he was a little bit losing focus there at the end of the race, which is totally understandable. The drivers need their 100% concentration throughout the entire race. And if you just weaken your attention just a little bit, you're going to have trouble. Well, we have also trouble getting back to Turan, who is in his last lap here. We can't get a grip on his position around the track. What's safe to say is that Turan in his Ferrari will win his debut race. And we try to find him, but we can't. But Our congratulations to Turam to winning race 1 here at Belle. And we will have a big challenge. Oh, well, we see Onala making a little mistake as well. But Turam is gonna start in last place in race 2. 75 points go to Turam with his win. Congratulations, Turam. And good luck in race 2. Well, Atkins is coming up the long straight. 15 seconds behind Turam. It's a very one-sided race here. Very well done by Turam. And here's Atkins finishing in P2. Alex Mas right here in P3. Very well driven there. Onala finishes a lap down with Nikodeka coming in P4. So ladies and gentlemen, here we see Ledger, Nefius and Tegelaar coming right behind one another. We will prepare for race 2 in a brief moment. Thank you for watching and see you in a few minutes. Bye bye.